Hey there, Coach Chris here. And if you're watching this, chances are you've been trying to lose weight, probably 10 or more pounds for months, maybe even years. And you're here because you want to feel good in your clothes again. You want to have energy after work. You want to stop hiding from that camera. And deep down, you know that something has to change. Now, I want to show you exactly how we help you, the busy professional, the parent, lose 10 plus pounds in 16 weeks, guaranteed, without flipping your life upside down, without our hours of cardio, and without unsustainable diets. So here's the deal. You have a goal. Let's say it's to lose 10 plus pounds. Maybe it's way more than that, but that's the short term vision. That's the short term goal to get things started. And we help our clients drop stubborn fat, increase energy, and finally feel strong and confident in their skin in just 16 weeks. And if you don't, here's the sweet part, the guarantee. If you don't lose at least 10 pounds, we're going to coach you for free until you do. And when you hit your goal, we're going to credit your investment towards long term coaching because this is about real, lasting change, not just another program. And we want you to we want you to move forward with more coaching long term so that you can keep that weight off forever. And so that's why we're going to credit all that initial investment back. And so, you know, there's a lot of reasons why busy professionals like you stay stuck, even when you know what to do. Most of the people that come to us are either, out of a routine or already hardworking, but either way, like they aren't seeing the results they want, and they most likely feel stuck because of one of these reasons. You've trained before, but you're not progressing because there's no real progressive structure. You're running on just like caffeine and willpower instead of energy and recovery. Your body fat won't move no matter how many diets, gimmicks, workouts, or restarts that you try. You fall into that all or nothing mode because you don't have a structured plan, and then you lose momentum after a few busy weeks because that's what happens when it's all or nothing. You don't feel confident in your own skin, and you just know that you're capable of way, way more. And that leads you to one question. Why am I working so hard and still not seeing the results that I want? And so let's go through some of our clients. Like, meet client A. She came to us feeling stuck and frustrated that the results weren't matching her efforts. She's going to group fitness classes 5 times per week, sometimes even twice a day. And so we actually set her up on our busy professional blueprint and dialed her training back to 4 times per week to make it more sustainable with strength training. Started working on fueling her body, not eating from a mindset of scarcity. And as you can see, she's dropped 30 plus pounds by doing less. She has more energy, more muscle mass, less bloating. She finally feels like her metabolism is working with her. And it wasn't her lack of discipline or lack of willpower or lack of hard work. It was truly just finding a strategy that didn't have her acting like she was on a hamster wheel constantly, just group fitness after group fitness, diet after diet, etc. And so next client, meet client B. He came to us really just wanting more structure. He had tried programs in the past, but never saw the results he wanted. He knew there just had to be a better way. So we set him up on our busy professional blueprint. And as you can see, lost over 25 pounds, gained muscle, completely recomped his body. It added strength, confidence at work, and the self-discipline he was searching for. He's stronger than he's ever felt. He looks in the mirror with confidence, and his energy is just through the freaking roof. And, he started to have more alignment again. His body is working with him, not against him. And then postpartum mom. We work with a lot of moms, a lot of busy professionals, working moms. And she came in postpartum right after her second child. She was super low on energy, wasn't happy with where her body was at, and just constantly felt exhausted. And so we actually worked on reverse dieting and increasing her food, which seems crazy to most people to lose this much weight while increasing food. But not only did she drop 20 pounds, she did it working out from home less than 3 hours a week while fueling her body to get her energy back, was still able to keep her milk supply and breastfeed. And now she finally realized that with this plan, she had something she could actually stick with. She's just, proving that being a busy mom, being a business owner, and you can still take control of your health and fitness with all that going on. And so here's the real reason you're not seeing results is because when you decide to push or make a change, you're doing a lot of the wrong things. You try to outwork the problem with, less food, by starving yourself, excessive cardio, and this more discipline, more restriction, just more of all of the wrong things typically. But that's what creates that yo-yo effect, that burnout, that hormonal chaos, and we're going to flip that on its head. And so the mistake most busy professionals make when they're trying to recomposition is they just do that crash dieting that we just talked about, super low calories, lots of cardio. They start working out more, eating less. And to be honest, that works in the short term, but it keeps you in that vicious cycle of yo-yoing, losing the same 10, gaining it back 20 pounds, whatever it may be. And so that's why we structure our busy professional blueprint. And here's what we do differently. There's 3 pillars that go along with this to make it foolproof. So we've got the flexible nutrition strategy, our 45 to fit formula, and the accountability accelerator. And so the flexible nutrition strategy is pillar number 1. Here's how this works. We're saying goodbye to those, trendy name diets, crash diets, complicated meal plans. We're going to give you a customized macro overview, flexible meal plan, a grocery guide that gives you real whole foods that actually fuel your body and balance your hormones and optimize your metabolism. This is going to be without giving up your favorite sweet treats. We want you to be able to enjoy, a piece of pizza or a cake at your kid's birthday party, the pasta at a friend's wedding. All of those things are going to happen in life, so we're going to account for those. What is life without all of those fun memories, holidays? So we're going to focus on that first. And then we're diving into the 45 to fit formula. We're going to focus on workouts under 45 minutes, 3 to 4 times a week that are efficient, built for busy people. If you're exhausted and overwhelmed, the last thing that you need is to have thought process going into it and to spend more time in the gym. These efficient, smart sessions are built to meet your body and time demands, where you're at, and still deliver world-class results, because the workouts that actually fit with your life are the ones that you're actually going to stick with long-term, which means actually making progress forever, not just in a quick, short window. And then pillar number 3 is the accountability accelerator. People hire coaches because they need accountability. That's part of it. We hold you accountable not just to the scale, but to your habits, your mindset, and your overall progress. You've been trying to do this alone, Googling symptoms, second guessing your choices, left wondering, again, why is nothing working that I'm trying? It's not because you're lazy. You're just trying to improve in a world that has a sea of misinformation or conflicting opinions on what you should do. Inside of our coaching, we do things differently. We do it with support, strategy, and people who actually have these success stories that I was already showing you. And so right now in your heads, you're probably still thinking, like, for one, who is this guy? Who's Chris? Why am I on this website? Maybe you know me, maybe you don't. But despite all of that I've showed you, you're still having some doubts. And these are things that I hear all the time. So let's address some of the elephants in the room. For one, I can't afford it. Can you afford to stay stuck? We offer flexible payment plans, and we offer a guarantee to limit that risk as much as possible. You're going to get results doing this program. I need someone in person. Most in-person trainers don't even offer nutrition. They don't do those outside check-ins. Like, we coach the whole person, and all of our online clients, because they can get so much more with workouts, nutrition, support, they actually see better results a lot of times than even in-person clients do. I don't have time. Well, our average client trains for under 4 hours a week. So if you can't carve out 4 hours a week in your schedule to be the healthiest you've ever been, we need to look at some other things. I've tried and I've failed before. So have 90% of our other clients, whether they came from a group fitness class, haven't been doing anything at all, tried thing after thing. The difference now is, like, you won't be doing it alone, and you have structured systems in place that are proven. And the last one, I'm too old, I'm too busy, I'm too far gone. No, you just haven't had the right strategy and the right support yet. So what's next? If you've already booked your call with us, amazing. Show up ready, bring your questions. We'll break down exactly how this could work for your life. If you haven't booked yet, don't wait, because these spots are limited. This isn't a high-pressured sales call. It's a support call, a chance to stop second guessing and get a plan that finally works for you. And if you text me the word video before our call, that's you kind of proven that you've made it to this point in the video. I'll give you an extra 5% off whatever coaching program you decide to go with. So your breakthrough starts today. book this goal setting consultation. And I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to helping you make that transformation and get that breakthrough you've been looking for.